What up, y'all? It's your boy Jovi, and we're here to do, not our traditional type of review. I have played a game that everyone has played, everyone has gave rave reviews for, and I finally played it, and I 100%ed it. First game I've 100%ed in at least 10 years, and we're going to talk about today Marvel's Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5. Now, this game came out October 20th, 2023. It is the Lord's Day of March 20th, 2024, and I beat it yesterday on the 19th completely. I held off on this for a really long time because I was in the middle of playing Miles Morales on the PS5 when we got it. It came with our PS5. Well, not my PS5, my wife's PS5. And I was playing a little bit of it. I played the first Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man from Activision. Sorry, Insomniac Games. I'm tripping. From Insomniac, and it was just amazing. You know, it was one of the best representations of Spider-Man, like Spider-Man and Peter Parker. It really gave you a feeling of being in one of the movies, similar to that original Spider-Man game on the PS2 and PS3. The PS3 Spider-Man game was probably the closest that we got with like the best web slinging. Not web slinging, the swinging, a web swinging, very similar to this Marvel Spider-Man 2, where playing on the PlayStation 5, you have the adaptive triggers and you can feel the power of Spider-Man the entire game. I just first of all want to give a big shout out to the Miles Morales game for really tying Peter Parker and Miles together, because I really enjoyed playing Miles' story, and now I want to go back and 100% that, but I kind of rushed through the story of that just so I could get to Marvel Spider-Man 2, which was really unnecessary. If you know Miles, you got that in the first Spider-Man game, so you really didn't need to play the second one, but you can see how he had to be Spider-Man by himself. And then Peter comes back. And then with this one, with the two, respectively, it's two characters, about 4 or 5 or 6 stories in this one alone, which is, I'm going to talk about that. And, let's just get to it. Honestly, we always start with the good, the bad, the ugly. I always start with the bad. Let's just go straight into it. Bad. The bad. What I did not like, what took me out of the game often, was being Miles, being Peter, being Spider-Bot, being Mary Jane. I get it. I understand that the point of a Sony interactive entertainment game is to feel like you're in a movie. It was cool, but I think it was overdone. There was way too many elements of me being taken away from Spider-Man. I personally was enjoying the beat 'em up combos, web slinging, sliding, blocking, dodging, spidey sense, all that, and just continuously being engulfed in, I am Spider-Man and nothing is going to stop me because I'm powerful. And then all of a sudden I'm Spider-Bot, or I'm Mary Jane running around, dodging and shocking people with a taser. All right, I'm just going to move on for that because I could literally go on a rant about how it just really took away from me, took away from the game for me. But in the total opposite of that, well done making a great story. The main story that involves Peter, and Harry and Mary Jane, absolutely amazing. And then Miles' main story of him trying to balance both worlds. I mean, this is a very huge part of every single Spider-Man. How are you yourself and how are you Spider-Man? How do you take care of yourself and how do you take care of New York City? It's very similar to the Miles Morales middle game where you have to be Spider-Man alone, but then in the first one you're still Miles and you do a lot of those missions as Miles and you get to see Miles' life. You get to meet his dad, you meet his mom, you get to meet his best friend, and then with the second game you meet people from his past. And with this game we get Harry from Peter's past, his best friend, and it was like, Peter and Miles were becoming really, really good friends, and more of like a mentee relationship blossoming into a true friendship, which I feel like it ended that way, very much without me ruining anything. And then we go into, I'm just going to jump into my good. Honestly, that's the worst part of the game besides symbiotes getting stuck into walls. So there is pretty much in game, there's some symbiotes that come. That it happens. Everybody's seen Peter turn into the Venom Spider-Man. It's everyone's seen it, so it's no mystery. But I would say that entire end game, when you do smaller missions and like save people, the symbiotes got stuck in walls over and over and over again on my game, and I would have to start things over. That was very annoying. And again, things that take me out of the game. I just beat all these symbiotes' butts, and then I'm looking around as a red dot, and all you hear is and it is a symbiote behind a wall that I can't move, but I can punch through it. But yeah, let's talk about the good. I was going to go back to what I was saying about this story. There is multiple stories within this game. Insomniac gave us a real game. I mean, this is a real game. I 100%ed it, but that was not easy. Every corner of New York City has something to do. You have a separate mission where Miles is finding music instruments for a museum so that his mom's foundation can keep money coming in. Like, that's so random, but it was such a fun adventure. You got Pete going around and doing science for his new foundation that him and Harry start. There's it's these small little things that make it, again, you get to experience Miles' life, you get to experience Peter's life, and it all culminates together. You got some big bads from past games in this one. You got some new enemies. Kraven the Hunter. He was pretty cool. Whoa, okay, here we go. Here's a reminder. I forgot another one of my bads. Insomniac. Why does every boss battle have at least 3 levels to it? Why can't I just fight one boss and we stay in one location and their health bar continues to go down as I fight them? Not I get the health bar all the way down. I do a cool little punch with triangle and circle, and then all of a sudden, the health bar's back up. Oh, you're in another room. They're fully ready to go again. And guess what? They have another power that you didn't know they had. Oh, get all the health bar all the way down. Oh, where are we again? Oh, we are back. We're in a basement somewhere, and you can't get on the wall, so you got to continue to dodge, but their health bar is back up. And this happened multiple times. You fight the bosses 3 times in one setting, 3 times in a row. So you ultimately fight the same big bads over and over again in this game, which is like, I understand that's how a Spider-Man, even the series from the 90s would go. You would be continuously like building up to like one big awesome battle. But yeah. All right. So as I'm playing in the good, you really can level up by doing the little side missions. It is like not, it's really not an option with this game. I feel like you have to do the side stuff to get and then collect the boxes to get things so that you can upgrade. Especially the hero tokens are the hardest to get because you really have to go and do heroic things and do missions. Those upgrade your stuff. So like for me, by mid game, I was about 80% done with the game because I did so much side missions, and my Peter and my Miles were awesome. Like I could get through the little side, the robberies in like legit less than a minute, because I was playing the game not just for the story. And I wasn't playing it to complete it. I did, by the time I got to around when the symbiotes came out, that's when I was like, you know what? All right, I need to make sure that everything is upgraded because the game got 10 times harder. I actually enjoyed that. I was pissed at first, but I really, really enjoyed the fact that it showed how serious it was that, yeah, you're fully upgraded, but these symbiotes are going to kick your ass, and Venom's going to kick your butt. I said the other word before. You can go ahead and beep that out. I'm trying to do a better job of not cursing. All right, so yeah, I really enjoy. I will say, if you could take a whole weekend to yourself, sit down, knock this out, really be engulfed in the experience, you're going to feel the exact same way. Even though I had all of those negatives to say, this is honestly a 5 out of 5 game for me because it truly was a game. I wasn't flying through this. It was challenging. It had amazing storylines throughout the entire game. Helping people, being Spider-Man again was by far my favorite thing. And I absolutely love being Miles. Even though Pete was definitely OP in this game, I just really love playing as Miles. And I hope they keep him in for the next game. The next installment, if Miles isn't in it, I don't know. I would love to get a full-length Miles game like we didn't get with the Miles Morales Spider-Man. It was a taste. That was an expansion pack that they sold for $40. That's all I got to say, y'all. I mean, this is a standard review for me. I really wanted to get Sam's opinion, but he has not beat the game yet. I, for the first time, beat a game before he did. And thank you for listening to my super duper late review. I'm out. Deuces. Oh, make sure you follow. Make sure you hit that notification bell. I'm out.